Hello, 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 hello. How are you doing, guys? We have only 5 people watching. Let me put the blue light blockers and then let's start. So we have 3 people on Rumble, 2 on YouTube. Say hi. Let me know where you're from and what's the time on your country. Because I'm trying to try different times and see which one is the most suitable for you guys. So say hello and let me know where are you from and then what's the time in your country. And of course, don't forget to like the video, subscribe. If you're just watching from your mobile or not logged into your YouTube or Rumble, please do so. Please do so you can basically like, and then also you can interact and send me questions here. So I will be waiting for your chats. We will chat a bit and then we will talk about the subject of today, which is very, 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 very important. And then I will take your questions later. Juju, yeah, take it easy. I see you already pose the question. Yes, I will get to the question. So I just want to say hi now and then let's start the live smoothly. So yeah, we'll chat a bit, then I will start the topic of today's live and then we will move to your questions, guys, and then I can even take calls if someone wants to come live here and ask me the question live via video. First, as I said, just say hi, where are you from, and what's the time in your country. We have 5 people watching. Juju, it's okay. It's okay. You know, I'm just joking. Hey, from Oregon, US, 9 a.m. It's 9 a.m. in US. Really? Okay. I thought it would be somewhere like midday. But yeah, US is a very large country, don't they? So there's different timelines, definitely. But yeah, I'm surprised that it's like early morning in Oregon. Interesting. It's 6 p.m. In Europe now. I think it would be maybe 10 p.m. in India. Australia, definitely they are. I think it's midnight, post midnight now. And US, yeah, somewhere 9 a.m. West Coast. Okay. Would be noon in New York. Exactly. Yeah, this is what I thought. Okay. Yeah. So most people maybe some are working. I mean, most of my followers and subscribers are from US anyway. So the only solution to have high view count is to do the live at midnight my time, so or like 1 p.m. 1 a.m. in my time. That's the only way to have as much as viewers as possible, but it's okay. People usually catch up later. But if you came to this live and you stick to the end, I will have a surprise for you, a big surprise. So I will reveal it at the end of not at the end, but after the presentation. I will let you know what I am hiding for you guys. It looks like only Juju's texting, 6 is watching, but these are ghost watchers, so they need to interact. So please like the video. I don't see actual live on Rumble on YouTube because I'm on the back end, but please make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification, do all the good stuff. Okay, I'm gonna jump to the subject of today, and hopefully people will catch up later. Okay. Today's topic is why most cancer treatment fail by ignoring metabolic problems. And this is very, very, very common. And I see it every single day. Hundreds of patients having the same exact issue. Most doctors, because at first I don't blame them, because they trust the doctors. They rely fully on the doctors. So I don't blame them if they don't know all of this, but I only blame them after knowing this, after knowing all of this, and then you choose to ignore it, then the full responsibility will be on you, okay? Because what the patients think is cancer is a tumor. So they think cancer is the bulk of tumor. It's like a bulk and needs to be dissolved. You know? That's how they think cancer is. While cancer is a metabolic disease, it is a dysfunctional cells. It's the whole body connected, all of it, and some cells that start to be dysfunctional, malignant, sick, and they start growing in an uncontrollable way. Okay? Why? Because the whole body can be a contributor to this one, with inflammation, with nutrient deficiencies, with the toxins, with low oxygen, and all of the things that happen to the body, of course, from the diet and lifestyle and the environment, contribute to the cancer and continue to fuel the cancer. But if you ignore all of that, you just focus on the tumor, which is the specific tumor and that specific organ, and then you want to obsess with it and dissolve it or shrink it, like the conventional treatment does, and you ignore the rest, that's a perfect recipe for a disaster, and perfect recipe for a failure. And on top of that, it's not even that, it's way worse than that. Because if you ignore all of that and then you do toxic treatments like chemo and radiation and even surgery, so you further destroy the body. But you are not aware of that. And even doctors are not aware of that. So because they are narrow, especially when they want to monitor blood counts and maybe like few liver, kidneys, and that's it. And the goal is basically to determine, can you take more treatment? It's not, the body's getting damaged, let's try to do different things. No. So can he take more treatment? Yes, give him more treatment, okay? So not only ignoring the whole body, the whole metabolic drivers of cancer, you're just making them worse. And you're obsessing about the tumor. And then yes, you may be lucky. There's a small percentage that you will shrink the tumor, but you can destroy the body. You're not only going to destroy the body, but you're going to accelerate or multiply, or what's the term, intensify the drivers. And what's gonna happen? The cancer will come back more aggressive and will metastasize more. Okay? This is the problem with the whole cancer industry and cancer field and cancer. No one dies from primary cancer, okay? No one has a cancer, small lump, and then, suddenly the cancer becomes aggressive, or and he died from that. Almost never happened, I guarantee. I cannot measure that, definitely. If you have a lump, and then maybe you start changing your diet a bit, your lifestyle, and then you'll be okay. But what most people do, they have a lump. Let's say on the breast, women, they go for mammography. They press basically the breast, create all this inflammation, radiation. They damage the tissue. They fired up the cancer. They're gonna biopsy it, so they poke it, and it gets released. They can create more inflammation, more problems, okay? And then they cut the breast, so they traumatize basically the patients, and they of course damage the body and causes more metastasis. And sometimes they give even cycles of chemoradiation, which damage the body, doesn't kill cancer stem cells. The cancer is already spread, and then months later, some people, years later, they discover it's stage 4 now, to the liver, to the lungs, to the bones. Okay, what are you gonna do more? More chemo, radiation, more immunotherapy, more stuff, and then they're gonna obsess about, let's shrink the tumor, shrink it, destroy it. And then after a while, they switch to palliative. There's no cure now, we're just gonna manage you and try to extend a few months. And then they end up damaging the bone marrow, the patient become anemic, high inflammation, they cannot eat, and they're gonna die. Did they die from the cancer? Absolutely not. The cancer is innocent. I said it once. Cancer is innocent. Cancer is innocent from anemia, from bone marrow suppression, for high inflammation, for damaging the liver and kidneys. Okay? Cancer is innocent of all of this. It's the toxic treatment. Toxic treatment and the bad habits of the patients, which for some reason, it's a 50-50. Blame them, not blame them. They don't change anything. They just continue with the same lifestyle, and then just take chemo or radiation or whatever conventional treatment, and then, they end up in this situation. Okay? Coming back to the point, cancer is the whole body problem. It's a metabolic problem. If you don't fix every single problem in your body, it will be hard to win against cancer. Okay? And as I said, most oncologists ignore all the issues. They don't look at it. They don't test it. And sometimes if they test it, they just ignore it. They put a test like low vitamin D, high blood glucose. They don't do anything. Okay, well, fine. Let's give him more chemo. That's it. So they don't even bother to look all the things I will tell you about in a moment. But sometimes when they see it, they just ignore it. Okay, liver enzymes is up. Let's do more chemo. My instructions tell me that you can take chemo if these are the numbers. No liver support, no kidneys, no taking break, no bone marrow support, no immune system support. They don't care. They don't know it. It doesn't come to their head because they are just robots. They are taught robots. Instruction 1, 2, 3, follow this manual. If you don't follow it, you lose your license, period. That's it. And if the patient dies, it's not your fault. You did your best. Cancer is not curable. This is the story, okay? That's why I said at the beginning, if the cancer does not know, most patients, they have this trust on doctors. They don't know anything. But after you know this and you still do conventional treatment and you ignore all of that, that's 100% your responsibility. You cannot blame the doctors. You cannot blame anyone except you, okay? So even, as I said, even patients, they come to me. They have no clue about the blood counts. Of course, they know like a hemoglobin, anemia, maybe vitamin D, that's it, And 90% of patients, they come to me. And I always ask for extensive blood tests. I want to see everything, I tell them. And after years of them being conventional treatment, battling cancer, for the first time we discovered a lot of metabolic dysfunctions, a lot of problems. They have no clue it existed in the first place. They are surprised. Wow, inflammation is very high. My blood clotting is very high. My vitamin is very low. my immune system is suppressed. It's like they're surprised for the first time after years. And then of course I see all of that, and then we need to do targeted metabolic therapy. We need to fix all of that. Sometimes I tell them, you can forget about the cancer for now. Focus on fixing all of these metabolic dysfunctions. That's for the next 2-3 months, even the 6 months, fix every single metabolic problems. And cancer, you will see it will follow. And then you'll shift your focus to the cancer and, go after the cancer. But at the beginning, you should fix every single metabolic problems you have, okay? The number one, as I said, inflammation, high CRP, ESR. Most cancer patients, they have high inflammation for different reasons. For the cancer itself, it can cause inflammation from the diet itself, from the treatment itself, for the bad habits. So there's a lot of drivers for inflammation. And if you don't cut the source of inflammation, and if you don't take the right supplementation, the curcumin, the black seed oil, the CBD oil, the omega-3s, it's very hard to continue your fight against cancer without fixing all of these. Insulin resistance, another thing. 70-80% of patients, they come with a high blood glucose. The doctors, they don't know about it, they know, they ignored it, and the patients, because they tell them, eat whatever you want in the hospital. And the doctors, often oncologists, eat whatever you want. Go get an ice cream. It doesn't matter. Eat just to keep the weight, which is the most dangerous, stupid things ever said. Someone sent me a message like a few hours ago that the doctors are giving her mom, because she cannot eat, they're giving her IV sugar and glutamine. Yeah, sugar and glutamine. And she told me I'm scared that this is what fired up cancer. Yeah, exactly. Try to tell the doctor. They will laugh at you because they, as I said, they are stupid. They're ignorant. They don't know about that. So coming to the point, yes, most cancer patients they have insulin resistance. They have high blood glucose, and insulin resistance come always with hypo or hyperthyroidism and come with a high blood pressure. They all come together most of the time. Once you fix the blood glucose, you see everything goes to their point, to the optimal range. And then we have hormonal imbalances or thyroid problems. The irony is just, I have a patient also, who, so she come to me, I give her blood test to do, and then I saw in the previous test that she has hyperthyroidism. So what I did is, and I saw the immune system is highly active with the lymphocytes. So I suspected of hyperthyroidism, autoimmune disease, Graves' disease. So I give her the full list, and like a lot of patients, unfortunately, she just disappeared. And the reason she disappeared, because she followed the protocol for I think she told me 10 days, and then she thought that the cancer went away because the ascites stops, the bloating stops, the problem, the pain, and then I never heard back from her. 4 months later, she came back to me because the cancer came back, but the symptoms of the cancer came back. And she did the blood test now after 4 months. And when she sent me, the hyperthyroidism is a bit corrected, but there's a high antibodies. There's a clear autoimmune disease. The antibodies are very high, 147, I think. And I told her, that you have autoimmune disease. She said no. And she said she is following up with a thyroid specialist, and she's giving her medication for thyroid. She told me, I met her 1 month ago. She didn't mention that. I said, how the hell is a thyroid specialist does not ask for antibodies and then doesn't know that you have an autoimmune disease. She has no clue. The patient has no clue. And how do you see that? Because I saw the lymphocytes. Because obviously thyroid specialists or doctors, which are all of them stupid, they don't look at these lymphocytes. They don't know what does it mean lymphocytes anyway. So right, they don't look at other metabolic, because I had to connect the dots. I suspected autoimmune activity, and she doesn't know. She followed up for months with a thyroid specialist doctor, and she doesn't know that she has autoimmune disease. And then we had to modify the protocol. I suspected there's a leaky gut, and then we have to do a lot of things to just modulate the immune system. And these antibodies, autoimmune, will fuel the cancer, will actually drive the cancer. So you will be surprised. I mean, if you live with me, you will be like, it's like the shocks every day, like how stupid the doctors are, how crazy the recommendations, how the different patient scenarios you like. I think maybe I'm not the only one, but I'm one of you that I live with cancer patient 24 hours with all the stories, with all the experiences, with all the great stories too. You will be amazed and shocked how the things are going with cancer patients in general. Yeah, so thyroid and hormonal problems to excess estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, all of these can be tumor drivers. Low cholesterol is maybe 70-80% of the times. Most of patients, especially if they follow high carb diet or a vegan diet, their cholesterol is very low. Cholesterol is essential for your body, for the hormones, for the function of immune system, for everything. Okay, kidneys, liver and kidneys overload or problems all the time. Sometimes it's ignored. And then when I say, again, sometimes, as I said, the doctors, if they see it severely, the enzymes are severely high, they just intervene then, or they stop the treatment, or they give some drug maybe. But if they see slightly, maybe creatinine is low, the kidneys are struggling, or the liver enzymes are up, they don't do anything. But for you need to support the kidneys, you need to support the liver. That's what you're going to do. Anemia, low oxygen too. I think they intervene until they see hemoglobin under 8 maybe. I don't know what's their protocol. They just intervene with the transfusions. But, maybe they see 11, 10, 9. They just, that's fine. We should continue giving you the treatment. Or maybe there was another worst case, they give her iron supplement, which is even a bad decision. Okay, nutrient deficiencies, same. Low vitamin D. Most patients, they come very, very low vitamin D. I don't know how you fight cancer without vitamin D. It's the master, basically, hormone, the master nutrients. Magnesium, zinc too. These are very, very, very common deficiencies. Imagine you have high inflammation, insulin resistance, high blood glucose, hormonal problems, low cholesterol, kidneys and liver are not optimal. You are anemic. You're low vitamin D. Your body is like it's a chaos. And you see all of this is like, I'm gonna take chemo, and the chemo is gonna be the problem, the solution. Or I'm gonna ignore all this. I believe in immunotherapy, chemotherapy, surgery is gonna save me, and then I'm gonna be cancer free. There's no logic. There's no logic in all of this. I think if I take a primary school kid and I explain everything, I think it will be very logical for him to to do what he needs to do, outside the different treatments. Okay. And even people who, let's say, they are against conventional treatments, that is also, they're looking for a lot. In my experience, they're looking for a magic pill or the shortcut. Okay, when they hear ivermectin or they hear some one herb, their fantasy is like, I'm gonna take one herb and then all the problems are gonna go away, or cancer is gonna go away. Can I take ivermectin, trebendazole, and does it work for me? Is like, you know, there's a whole protocol. There's 20 different supplements for different problem or different function, right? And on top of that, you need to personalize the protocol, and you need to fix different metabolic problems too. Okay, on top of that. Okay, so there's no shortcut, there's no magic pill, there's a lot of things needs to be simultaneously because you have multiple problems at the same time. Okay? And if you fix all of that, then, you know, fighting cancer becomes very easy. Okay? I have a patient who the whole blood test looks perfect now. Perfect. Nothing out of range. Kidneys, liver, blood counts are good, immune system is good. Everything is great. And, you know, the only elevated marker is CEA. So she has lung cancer. And then, okay, now it's the perfect way to just, you know, let's focus on the cancer now. We'll increase some repurpose medication. We can add more. And then, you know, I don't have to worry about, of course, I have to monitor, but I don't have to worry about anything else outside the cancer now. Okay, let's focus on the cancer. Now, the fight becomes easy. It's just a matter of time. Okay? But you cannot fight with a broken system. You have to understand that. Okay? Because fixing the metabolism will weaken the cancer. If you fix your metabolism, fighting against cancer becomes easy. You just, okay, now it's just, you know, I'm very, very positive. We're going to get this. Okay? You don't just treat the tumor, you transform your internal environment so cancer cannot thrive. That's the thing. If your vitamins and minerals are up, if your immune system is active, there's no inflammation, there's high oxygen, liver, kidneys are working great. So you know, eat clean diet, ketogenic diet, whatever the diet is, fasting, exercise, sleep is great. You took hyperbaric oxygen therapy, you take a repurposed medication, all the supplementation, the black seed oil, great. You clean your environment, you know, you stay positive, you pray, you know. You make like your body becomes like a super, you know, super body. And cancer is like, you cannot live in that environment. What it does, you know, your immune system will get rid of it. There's even, you know, like there's a term that even cancer cells can turn healthy cells. Literally, cancer cells can turn healthy cells with the right body and the right supplementation and the right things to do, you know. And then, of course, when you win, you keep the right habits. You don't change anything to the protocol. You keep the healthy lifestyle, the fasting, you know, the natural supplementation, most of them, but maybe not all of them. Repurposed medication, you can cycle them here and there. And then you'll be cancer-free forever. And the moment, of course, you get to your old habit, cancer will come back, and then you are stupid in this case. Okay? Fixing the metabolism is the number one priority. It should be the number one priority in parallel to fighting cancer and, you know, obsessing about cancer or wanting to bring down the tumor markers, and then, you know, you wanna better scans. Yes, I mean, I'm not saying do this and ignore the other thing, but you do it simultaneously. But the focus will be in the metabolism first. Because let's say you have a high blood glucose, okay? And let's say inflammation, and the tumor markers are CEA, for example, okay? These are 3 high. If you start the right things, you fix the diet, and you take the right supplementation, you start exercising and everything, in 4 to 8 weeks, you will see it, almost guaranteed, the blood glucose go down, inflammation go down. Almost guarantee. What you put, you get out. You in, out. Okay? The tumor markers, you don't have control over that. It's a bit variable. It depends. It can even go up. And I won't care. if a temporary elevation. If the body is getting better, every single marker is getting better, and the tumor going up a bit, I won't worry that much. Of course, I see, maybe 3 or 4 consecutive measurements going up, then, that's a different thing. All right? Focus on what you have control on. Most of your metabolic problems you have control of. You do the right things, you get immediately results. Okay, it will take time, sometimes ups and downs, but that's fine. You should stay. And after you resolve of that, you just shift your focus to the tumor markers, to the tumor, to the scans. All right. So I hope this was very useful to you. I hope you get some value from this one. I'm about to publish the new book, which is the most important book for cancer patients. It's how to monitor your blood tests, to monitor your progress and monitor the blood test. It can contain all the blood tests you need to do, how to interpret them, when to do them, how, everything. Okay? Hopefully I'm gonna finish, the final touches. I'm gonna publish it very, very soon. It's gonna be the most important book in the treatment of all cancers. It's most important than the protocol itself. And it's going to be most important for the practitioners, for the doctors, for oncologists, integrative oncologists, naturopaths, alternative doctors, because them also didn't have no clue how to track. They don't know the blood tests. They don't know how to interpret them. They don't know how to connect dots. They have no clue. Oncologists, integrative oncologists, even naturopaths, people like doing the same thing as you, they have no clue. And I wish they won't be ignorant. They pick this book and they learn how to benefit their patients. And of course, the patients will have the book too. So the patient read the book, and then if the doctors that does not read the book, should tell them how stupid they are and should educate them. Okay, I want you guys to educate your doctors, okay, and your naturopaths or whatever who are monitoring you. So hopefully, as I said, maybe I will announce it in the next live, but hopefully I'm gonna put in the next the final touches on it, and it will be live very, very soon. How to monitor your progress, how to monitor the blood tests, how to interpret them, how to connect the dots, how to fix your metabolism, all the good stuff, guys. Okay. All right. I'm gonna get back to the full screen, guys. I hope you had benefited from that. Okay. Okay, so here's my surprise for you guys who are watching. Now it has been 45 minutes. Where's the captions? So here's the code, guys. Live50. Okay, use this code to get 50% off from the exclusive platform and 50% off from the ebooks on my website. You have to go to drananehyahia.com. There's ebooks there. There's 4 or 5. I think the most important two is the ketogenic diet and then how to heal from the shot if you took the COVID vaccine. Also my exclusive platform, which has the advanced protocol, has a lot of sheets, has a lot of my exclusive information there. I only share it there. So you can get 50% off, guys. Okay? Valid for 24 hours only. This is only for this live. Okay? You just go to the website, put live 50 in the checkout, and hopefully you will get 50% off just for the next 48 hours. Okay? And then it will be gone. You cannot use it after that. Okay? So make sure to, get advantage of that discount. All right, let's get to the questions. I'm gonna post, guys, invitation link. Okay. So if you wanna come here and ask me question live with the video and everything, audio, click on the link and you can join me immediately. Okay. Sorry. Okay, I put the link, guys, so if something is wrong. No. Why? It's telling me something is wrong. Okay. Is milk thistle to take with hormone positive? Yeah, normal. I'm not sure how. Yeah, people like just talking about milk thistle and hormone positive breast cancer. Just take milk thistle and tooth cut to support the liver. There's no interaction there. For hormone positive breast cancer, you need to track your hormones, test your estrogen, progesterone, make sure they are in the range. There's no excess estrogen. If there is excess estrogen or excess hormones, you need to do natural hormone therapy. That's what you're gonna care about. Milk thistle is great. Hello, doctor. I'm in almost my 40 hours of water fasting. Feel so energized, clear mind, and relaxed. We all know how much fasting helps preventing disease. That would be amazing. Of course, man. Fasting is the best thing one can do. But people they just, because they have been programmed that if you don't eat, you're gonna die, you're gonna feel miserable. And if you try to fast, you have this glucose withdrawal, addiction withdrawal. And then you feel like you are, gonna die or something, and you feel terrible. But this is like, it's just a withdrawal. It's like heroin or drug withdrawal. It's the same glucose withdrawal. But once you pass that, the energy, the stability of energy, the clear of the mind, because the brain start to work on ketones. Okay, and ketones is the best fuel for the brain. And you feel great, amazing. So fasting is the number one cheap, easy thing that everyone should do, no question about it. Okay, we have someone that was to come here. Hello, Jeff. Hey, can you hear me? Hey, Jeff, can you hear me? Try to put on your mic.
Oh, hi, Doc.
Hey. Do you have a question for me?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
59 years old, stage 4 pancreatic cancer, metastasized to liver. This was 14 months ago on immune therapy, Keytruda. Right now, no evidence of disease on the pancreas, shadow on the liver, a little bit of fluid around the tail of the pancreas.
Sure.
I'm on ivermectin, 12 milligrams a day, 5 days a week. Fenbendazole, 222, 5 days a week. My question is, should I keep continuing immune therapy at this point?
Again, you have to be careful that NED is good. It can be temporary because pancreatic cancer is very, very aggressive. So you don't celebrate too early. This is the one thing. The second thing, I would do mebendazole, not fenbendazole. Mebendazole is better for the pancreatic cancer. Okay. And then you should follow a lot of, you should follow. Did you watch the live from the beginning?
Yes, I'm on a ketogenic diet. I fast sometimes 2 days a week, mostly 1 day a week.
Did you did the full metabolic panel? Everything is on point. Glucose in point. Liver, everything is great. Inflammation is low. Did you test all of that?
Yes, sir.
Great. That's me. That's amazing.
My glucose is fasting is about 83, 84.
Great, amazing. So you did all of this with the immune therapy. That led you to the NAD.
Okay.
No, I'm asking you. Did you did this simultaneously?
Yes, I've been on this protocol that I followed. I just followed you a couple weeks ago.
Sure.
I've been on the ivermectin, fenbendazole, ketogenic diet ever since 2 weeks after I was diagnosed with the cancer.
Okay.
I also had a bile duct stent replaced or put in place.
Okay.
It was on the head of the pancreas. I also have microsatellite instability in the DNA structure.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, my CA19 number is at 10, and I take the, I don't know how to say, the Guardian DNA test, it comes back 0.
The circulating tumor cells.
Yes.
Okay, amazing. That's fantastic. I mean, it's it's very rare when you see, like you are very blessed. That's great.
Oh, I know I'm lucky.
Yeah, it's great. So I just as I said, you have to stay in the top of your game. Yeah, check my protocol. You can add some of the natural supplements. They're going to be helpful. Yeah,
I take berberine. I take them all.
Great, amazing. That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
Everyone, high dose of vitamin C, high dose vitamin D, the curcumin, the berberine, the CBD oil, all of
it. Great, amazing. That's amazing. Yeah.
So my question was, do I keep going
with immunotherapy? How is your liver enzymes?
They're great.
On check.
They're all in check. And they go up and down now and again, but they always come back pretty much.
And what's the reason?
They do have me on Sepcel.
Okay. Well, what's their reason to continue immunotherapy? What the reason is?
They're afraid it's going to come back.
Mm-hmm. But for how long they are planning to?
They don't know what I'm doing.
So for how long they are planning to do the immunotherapy?
2 years total.
Okay.
So I have another 6 months to go.
To stay safe, I would do it simultaneously, but I would just keep checking the blood counts and liver enzymes.
Yes.
And kidneys.
Every 3 weeks I do get blood tests.
Let's say 4 weeks. 4 weeks. I think it's a good time. So continue doing it, and each 4 weeks you have to test. Liver is good, kidney is good, blood counts, then continue, no problem. Okay, because immunotherapy in some cases does not do any harm. Sometimes it's also elevate. It starts acting as a chemo. So I had these both sides of the outcomes. But keep doing. I think just stay safe. Keep doing it. But once you see overwhelming of the liver or kidneys, or like the blood count starting going south, then I would just consider that, reconsider using it. Okay,
how would I know if it's the ivermectin, fenbendazole, or some of the supplements influencing the liver?
Yeah, this is the thing. So that's why it's also, they work together, right? So
yes.
Ivermectin, fenbendazole, and immunotherapy, they can overwhelm the liver together. So that's the thing. But I think immunotherapy is the strongest one. So it's like all of them. So I'll say ivermectin, fenbendazole, usually if you support with milk-thistle tutka, you'll be fine. But if you add more pressure, the immunotherapy sometimes they can overwhelm it. So as I said, you can continue. So far, you said you didn't have any issues. I was just,
I did a little bit. The liver enzymes did go up. They took a break for 10
because
years.
Of immunotherapy.
Yeah.
Like up 3 digits.
It was. But it's all back down.
What's the maximum? What's the maximum reach?
I think my ATL was like 253.
200, okay.
It was like 3 times of what it should be.
No, not very bad. Not very bad. Low 3 digits, it's manageable. Once it gets in the middle, let's say 500 or then it's a bit, that's going to be tricky. Yes, because as I said, I know sometimes for some people it can be okay a bit. Sometimes it elevates, sometimes it elevates too much. Sometimes I saw it in the 4 digits. That's where it's a big no. But as I said, maybe you should give it one more chance, and then if you see too much stress on the liver, then okay, you should take a break for some,
Yeah, I do the immune therapy every 3 weeks.
You should fast for that. That's one. You should fast when you're taking the IV of immunotherapy, okay? And you should stop the protocol when you're taking it, okay? The whole protocol.
Okay. How many days before?
12 to 24 hours before, 12, 20 hours after.
I do 24 hours before.
And after, 24 hours after?
No, I do not. I should. Okay.
Yeah, just do 24 hours. Just complete fasting and then resume the protocol outside. I think it will
So no more
significantly.
supplements either, and no
No,
more
no, nothing. Just
chuka,
nothing.
the
Just
milk
fasting.
thistle.
Just
Okay.
fasting. Just
Yes,
fasting.
sir.
Just fasting. So it's complete fasting, water fasting, and then you'll be okay. And then like it's like you doing fasting, but just schedule your fat. So for example, you take 5 days in, 2 days off, right? Of ivermectin.
Yes.
And then in my protocol, I suggest 2 days fasting.
Okay.
Just try to make to do 2 days fasting in the immunotherapy. So it doesn't look break from the protocol. Just you aren't still in the protocol, but you're taking it in the 2 days off from fasting. Did you get it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So amazing results. I'm very happy for you. As I said, don't celebrate too early. Just you can keep the fenbendazole and add mebendazole because I don't want to change, because obviously there's a saying, you don't change a team that wins. Don't change anything. Keep doing what you're doing. Just add mebendazole, okay?
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm gonna do, and then keep doing what you're doing. Keep monitoring, and hopefully, the results will be great.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you for your good
Amazing.
work.
Yeah. Thanks you for sharing this amazing. A lot of people are watching now. They're gonna be very very happy with the story. You're great. You're doing amazing, and feel free to come back next time with a better with great news too.
Yeah, I will keep in touch, and I do believe that the protocol is, that's why I'm still here.
Amazing, my friend, amazing. I wish you the best, and good luck with everything.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye bye. Have a good day.
Bye now.
Yeah, man, I love these, calls. I love these exchanges. Every day there's not a lot of people. They even, they're not consulting with me, but they are from the protocol. They're doing amazing things. So it's great. It's amazing. Let's get back to your chat. Despite exercise, how can interleukin 15 increase? What is interleukin 15 increase? I'm not sure what's that. Can you please clarify? I have been on 12 milligrams of ivermectin for 3 months. Got blurry vision. Should I back it down? I had early stage triple positive due to chemo and lipectomy. How now? No more conventional treatment. 12 milligrams is a very low dose. I don't think you should back down less than that one. I think you should just live with it. Usually it gets strong at the beginning and gets better with time. And I think you should just continue with it. Bear. It gets better. So yes, maybe it's still a bit annoying but I'll just, live with it. Of course, make sure to take it 5 days in, 2 days off. But 12 milligrams is very, it's very low dose. You can switch. For me, it's a low. But if you want to keep that 12 milligrams, you can divide 6 first meal and 6 second meal. That's what you're gonna do. But I think 12 milligrams is very low. Have you treated different sarcomas? Yes. But even I, of course, I have to follow, and I have to interpret the oncology or oncologist terminology. But for me, just cancer is cancer. These all classifications is irrelevant, okay? Cancer is cancer. And that should be treated in the same way. And then, of course, what difference is the metabolic problem and the organ itself. These are the two different things that will differentiate the treatments. But cancer is cancer. Sarcoma, carcinoma, B cell, different classifications, it's irrelevant. Okay, just a waste of time and energy. Cancer is cancer. Okay, guys, more questions, please. I forget to ask Jeff for permission to post that clip. If you're still watching, please let me know in the comments if you give me permission to post that part of the clip. I've been on 12 milligrams of ivermectin for 3 months. Okay, it's I already read that. It's the cytokine that okay, I understand. I forget the term. It's IL5 or 7. Yeah, I think IL5 or 7, if not mistaken. Yes, I think Dr. Patrick is working off some sort of novel drug, but for me, it's like exercise. Yes, I mean you already answered yourself. I think exercise is the best thing to boost that one. Just exercise 3 to 5 times. Preferably it's a combination of cardio and muscle training or high intensity training. That will be the best thing that you can do as a cancer patient. Okay, 16 are watching, 14 on Rumble, 2 on YouTube. Please make sure to like the video and subscribe and hit the notification bell. If you are watching without an account, please open an account on Rumble. I assume all of you have a YouTube, so you can basically ask me questions here, okay? I will also post again. So for this special live, this special discount is called Live 50, okay? Gives you 50% off my exclusive platform and 50% off on all the ebooks, okay? You just have to type Live 50 on the coupon code and get 50%. It's valid only for 24 hours, okay? Once this live, ends, it's gonna be most likely gone, okay? So take advantage. I won't do this very, very often, okay? Live 50. Okay, guys, if you have questions, please post it. If there will be no questions, I will end the live soon, okay? IL-15, yes, thanks for reminding me. Yes, that's it. I stopped immunotherapy 2 months early due to dropping in my heart function. Using Hawthorne. Anything else to support heart from immunotherapy damage? It's not very common to have heart damage, to be honest, but yes, it can happen, especially if they give high dose. Definitely vitamin D, magnesium is going to be there. CoQ10 too. I will take that one. Yeah, vitamin D, magnesium, that's going to be there. Zinc, selenium is going to be there too. CoQ10, and then that's the things I would give to to anyone with heart issues. But again, you have to make sure to do full blood tests to see other things that can contribute to that. Maybe high blood pressure, maybe inflammation is high, maybe some hormonal imbalances, liver, kidneys problems. These are all connected. So we need to, maybe something else is affecting the function of the heart. Hawthorne, I don't know about this drug. Or I assume it's a natural supplements, but or maybe Hawthorne. Let me quickly Google it, because Hawthorne. Okay, it's a plant. Okay. Okay, so this heart disease, digestion. Okay. I just learned now that this hawthorn can be used for heart problems. To be honest, it's very uncommon that I almost never had a patient who had heart problems, even because of the conventional treatment. So it's very uncommon. But I assume for you, maybe they give you herceptin, maybe the very high dose, and then maybe, as I said, you had already metabolic problems, but you never checked it, and then they end up basically damaging you. All right, guys. The only 2 or 3 people are rotating the questions. Okay, and there's 16 of you. If you have any questions, please drop it. Okay. If you're not coming to the call, there's a pinned link. Click on it, or just drop your question on the chat. Okay, I think we had enough today. I hope you got a lot of value. I assume the topic of today was very, very important. How to basically, why most treatment fail, and how to fix the metabolism, and how to track everything. You had an amazing testimonial. You had an amazing story. Pancreatic cancer, one of the most aggressive things. I answered some of your questions, and then I think it's. And then, of course, on top of that, you get a 50% off of different things. So I think this is maybe more or one of the most valuable lives I have ever done. And boo, next time we will try with a different time for sure. All right, guys. So have a good evening. I will post actually an important video about glutamine in a moment. I'm trying. I will make the final touches, and I will post it in maybe 30 minutes or 1 hour from now. About glutamine is very, very important. Check your Instagram, notification. Make sure to activate notification from my posts. You don't miss any new. One important thing here. So I sent actually 4 or 5 different ivermectin, fenbendazole, mebendazole products from the Indian supplier to the US lab, and they reached the lab, but they're getting tested, and then I think I will expect to have the results in few days, maybe tomorrow, or I think before Friday, definitely. And then after that, I will just post immediately about it. If the results are positive, I will let you know which one is ivermectin 24 milligrams, ivermectin fenbendazole, ivermectin mebendazole, 1 formula. And then if we get positive results, which hopefully I'll just post it, and you have to that will be the only reliable source I would recommend. That's the only one, because that's the only one test, and of course there will be test to that specific batch, because we had an agreement with the supplier. We test a specific batch. If the batch finish, we need to test, send to US to the lab, and then we need to continue like this. It's very, very expensive, but I'm willing to do it, guys, just for you to have the peace of mind that you actually take an ivermectin fenbendazole, not the 90% fake, salt tablets you are taking. Okay, so hopefully I get the results in the next few days. I will post it immediately. I will see if we can get some discounts, for Black Friday, just to drop it there, so you can benefit as much as possible. Don't buy stupid things. Buy supplements on Black Friday, and wait for the most important book in the history of cancer treatment. Is gonna drop also, hopefully the next few days. Okay, thank you so much. Have a good evening, and talk to you on Sunday, hopefully.